That was so fucking tedious. It was tedious. I don't. Fuck. I guess it does save them some time to do it this way, but it really don't save the people doing it, like the interviewees any time. Cause wow, that was almost an hour. It was almost an hour, and we have to wait for like the other people to speak. Like I said, maybe 3 lines this whole interview. I'm just waiting for other people. And it was just like really strange, and it really shows you, I think, at this point, how autistic I am, because I had like the most weirdest answers to all the questions. Just because these people said to this is a perfect example. I took it literally. I took it absolutely literally. She goes, "Tell us a word, any word, for us to remember you." Like for like what's a word that like we can think of, that you, like any word you can think of that will have us remember you. She did not say a word that describes you. They just said like this is a word that like it would be like your nickname. That's what I took it. She said pick a word that would have us remember you. I said, I was like, I was like so caught off guard because I didn't even know, like, I didn't think, I literally, my autism kicks in and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to say. What is the correct answer to that? I don't know what, I'm just literally just went like, I don't know. I just love rabbits, man. I just love rabbits a lot. Rabbit, bunny, that's what the word I would choose because I don't know. And then every single other person picked a word that would like be an adjective to a person. Which, yeah, that makes sense. That makes fucking sense. You know, people are like, oh, creative, empathetic, compassionate, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't even fucking, I'm literally way too autistic for such questions, my friends. I was like, listen, they're gonna remember me, for sure, because I stood the fuck out. So if it was about remembering, oh, you'll remember me. You'll remember me, because I'm weird as fuck. I am weird as fuck. Also, I was the only person, I think, that I could think of who got the question about, like, leading a team and, like, what you do to lead a team. Like, nobody else fucking got that question. Everybody else got, like, oh, what's the thing that you took from your parents? Like, what's a trait your parents gave you? Or whatever. What's your favorite job you had before? Like, but I got fucking, how do you lead a team? Bro, how come I got the complicated question? That's not nice. Anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna get the job. Maybe I will, maybe I don't know. This is really, I think it's a very 50-50 thing. But because I applied specifically just for the mascot, that's a silent role. They're not gonna put me on sales. If you didn't apply for sales, you don't get sales. So it doesn't matter. So that part, feeling good about. They did mention that the fucking rabbit has to do a dance. And bro, I don't dance. I don't dance. Good thing I'll be in a costume, because I don't dance. And then there was this kid, though. There's definitely a fucking kid. He's like, oh, he's got to be 18, because you have to be 18 to work in a costume, but he's probably 18, 19 years old. He looks like a little twink. I'm not gonna, I know that's really rude of me to say, but he does. He just does. Okay? He was so cute. He was so, like, perfect teenage boy cute. Like, he was so cute. And he said that he's been the Easter Bunny before for like 4 years in a row at his fucking like community center. Bitch. Get out of here. Get out of here. That kid's gonna get it. I don't know if they're hiring multiple bunnies. So, if they're not hiring multiple bunnies, that kid is getting it. Like, straight up, that kid is gonna get it. If they are hiring multiple ones, then I feel like there's a 50-50 shot that I could get it. They said that they'll tell us either way if we got a position or not. I don't know. I don't think I will. Honestly, guys, I don't think I will. I'm going for a walk in the evening to go to the dispensary because that's what you do here. It's just what you do in Hamilton. If you're not doing that, what are you doing with your life? But anyways, I was talking to AI, who was like, I kept like trying to prompt and infer that. I don't walk up here. Up here is kind of creepy. Anyways, it's trying to like infer that I should feel, or that I might feel. It's a cool place. That I might feel embarrassed or like ashamed or something because I didn't answer the question right. I was like, was I supposed to feel embarrassed? Is that the other part of this? Is that like I don't even have any embarrassment about it, which reminds me the most of my ex. That is not the one that's really gross and disgusting, even though technically he is gross and disgusting, but not in the same way as the one that I've already spoken about. Completely different guy. Um, that guy has such an autism. He's such autism. If I'm autistic, bruh, that guy is like level 2. He is level 2 because I'm level 1. I'm level 1. He's level 2 because he needed way more assistance than I ever did. Good morning. It is Friday. And it's around 8:30 a.m. Woke up like half an hour ago and I was just like, do I really, really want to go to this food bank? And honestly, I don't, because this is the food bank that was like really shitty last month and like barely worth the trip. So I got hit on by the black guy, which is fine. It doesn't matter what color it is. I'm just giving a description. It's fucking 8:30 in the morning. I look like this. Is that the time? Is that the time? Because it's not the time. Um, Although I've been attracting a lot of black men lately. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. So if somebody wants to explain it to me. But anyways, I didn't know if I wanted to go to this food bank, but I've decided I can't really, in myself, justify it to myself to spend any more money if I don't go and see what's at this food bank, because then I know I visited 2 food banks this week and I couldn't really find what I needed. So it makes me feel like it's a good idea to spend the money that I don't have, because I don't have it. Hopefully we hear back from the job interview. I'm still 50-50, don't know if that will happen. There's not many jobs to apply for. That's what really sucks, is that there's just like, it's not even just I'm not qualified, it's just there's just not many jobs. Like there's not a bunch of server jobs, there's not a bunch of like, there's just not a lot of low wage jobs. So I don't know what to do right now. This job would really be a good bridge into the spring. Because the spring will be more, like maybe we'll hire with the summer. Well, I got there around, or no, it would have been a bit earlier. I got there around like 8:45, and it was a big lineup. But it was like, it's not that big of a line, at like 9, they'll let us in. Because this place usually, they let you sit in the room, you take a number, they call the number, you do your thing. So it was like, just not too bad. But the 9 rolls around, nothing happens. Line doesn't move, door doesn't open. I was like, what the fuck? And there's still like a whole bunch of people here. I'm like, what the fuck? And the line is growing. It's growing. It's like literally down the fucking parking lot. Like this is a 50-foot damn line almost. Like legit. So it's like, what the fuck? And I'm waiting. Everybody's waiting. The 9:05 goes. 9:10. 9:15. 9:20. And around like 9:25, I saw somebody coming out of the place with bags, but the line still hadn't moved. So I was like, did they bring in an entire group of people before us? Before 8:45? So like, I had to get here at like 8 to be able to fucking not have to stand in the rain for 3 hours. Because there's no way, at the rate they're going, will they even get everybody before the food bank closes at 12:30. Like, it's literally impossible. Like, the math doesn't math. So I decided to walk away because I don't want to. I don't want to wait. If I continue to wait, I'm gonna be standing there. Like, I've already stood there for nearly 45 minutes in the rain and the cold. So for waiting 45 minutes, it's like, and the fucking line is so long. Like, I'm literally, there's at least 35, 40 people in front of me. So they're gonna have to go through possibly 60, 70 people inside already, plus another 40. And they're doing it at a rate of like maybe 5 minutes per person. So the math is not mathing. So I'm not gonna go there. I just can't wait. I'm gonna spend the money at the grocery store. Even though it's not like the best, it's not ideal, but I tried. I really tried. And I just can't do that. And even more so, like, I guess if it was like really, 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 really fucking broke and poor and had no choice at all, I might try harder. But I know that if I stand there to do this, and then get like really shitty food too, like who knows what I'm gonna get, that maybe I can't even use. If I stood there for that long and then I have it, I'm gonna be in a fucking horrible mood. And I'm gonna be really depressed. And I'm gonna be all existential again. And I'll be complaining about my quality of life. So I don't want to do that. And I'm just gonna go buy stuff at the grocery store. Okay, so I was in the fucking grocery store and I was in one aisle. I was trying to get, because I've been, my like poor people, okay, my favorite poor people thing that I used to eat, and I probably mentioned this before, but it was the KFC chicken bowls, where they just put popcorn chicken on mashed potatoes, gravy, and like corn, and they do cheese. I can't afford cheese. But it's like a really easy thing to recreate. So that's been like my new thing. So I was in the aisle with the instant mashed potatoes and the canned corn. And I was looking at the instant mashed potatoes, trying to decide which ones I want to get. This white, large, bald man comes in front of me with his cart, stops his cart like right in front of me where I am observing the fucking potatoes, and then like bends over right in front of me to start looking at them like real close up. And this guy's like my age. He might be older, to be honest with you. If he is, he's age like shit. But fucking, he was like literally right in front of me, and I was like, that's rude. So I just let it go, walked away, and I went to look at the canned corn. This guy had turned his cart around and did the exact same thing right in front of me, in front of the corn. That pushed me too far. I literally went, what the fuck? It's like, what the fuck? Are you fucking stupid? Get out of the fucking way. Like, get out of the fucking way. He didn't say anything though. However, when I saw him in the freezer aisle and he saw me, he stopped his cart and walked away to make sure I got the whole fucking aisle to myself. Because, bitch, you did not do that twice. Twice. First time, okay. Like, it is what it is. Second time, you're an asshole. You're literally a fucking asshole. Like, what is wrong with you? Okay, I was exhausted when I woke up. And now I'm like extra fucking exhausted. But here's what I got from the grocery store. These chicken strips. I'm just gonna cut them up when I want to make my chicken bowls. Some spiral KD. We all know this is the best kind. This, I'm probably gonna eat this with some of the wontons that I have. I'm really tired. Tired and sore. And here's the mashed potatoes. I feel like I didn't have one this big before. But when I made them before, I don't know how many servings it's supposed to be, and I just put it all in one bowl, and I felt so fucking sick eating all of that. So that's a multi-meal. The cilantro for Fetty. He's waiting. And we also have to get some cat food. This is a treat for me. Some Pop-Tarts. It's the frosted churro flavor, which I've not had before. But you know what? I swear to God, it's just going to be the brown sugar. Is it not? Brown sugar with some cinnamon in it? Like, whatever. I got 2 burritos. And then finally, my corn and my gravy. Good afternoon. Oh my God. I had to change clothes because for some reason it just got really fucking cold in here. But I also just checked my email and I got an offer to wear the bunny costume. But, it's just temporary, at least. I should be able to get, like, probably about $1,000 working there. If not more. We'll see. That's, like, you basically make about $100 a day. So, that's definitely better than where I've been. And I'll be able to catch up. And then I'll just look for another job after that. But yay, I got a job. I know that they said at the interview it doesn't the whole like thing they do is not starting until the 13th. And it's what, the 20th now? I don't even know what day it is. I think it's past that. I think it's like the 25th. I don't know, it's pretty close to the end of the month in February, but I think there's still at least like 3 weeks. There is at least still 3 weeks to go before this would start. So I have 3 weeks to look for another job, I guess. I don't know. But at least some weight can be taken off of me in terms of like whatever money I'm spending right now because I know I can catch up later on. Good morning. It is Saturday. And it's like a little before 10 a.m. I'm gonna feed everybody. He doesn't seem to like this food that I got. It's very annoying. Last night, I once again injured myself with my teeth. I know I need to get the night guard. I just can't afford it right now. Maybe next month I can afford it, but I really can't afford it right now. Even like a pharmacy one, I can't really afford it. But luckily I've gotten better at knowing how to take care of it. So I had some Tylenol and I iced it. But I knew unfortunately I would be like ridiculously tired if I still tried to go to my plasma donation in the morning. So I rescheduled the plasma for 1:30, which is quite late for me. But I'm feeling better about that because I don't really want to rush out. Also feeling good about the fact that I now at least got a temporary job because I was doing my finances and stuff, and I will at least be able to fix myself until spring, until like probably the end of spring even. So that gives me a lot more months to look for another job. And I've also decided to short my rent a little bit more because I want to be in a good place leading up to the start of the job. Um, yeah. So I'm going to keep another 50 for the next week. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to a food bank. Well, the only food bank I can really go to that guarantees anything is the one that I was usually going to, and I can only go once. I don't know what I'm going to get from there, so just everything. I don't like this poverty life. I'm just gonna use the money. But right now I am gonna make some breakfast. Get finished my thing. It was really, really fast today, and there was no holdups anywhere, thankfully, because I didn't get the screener that was trying to fuck me over. But whatever. It was just a nice, peaceful time. It was really cold, and then I also got on the bus with my transfer, so I only had to pay $1.50 for the bus today. But right now, I got off at a hospital because I got a text message. Go. You were already pulling out. Go. I got a text message from Shoppers saying that my birth control is ready. So we're gonna go get my birth control and maybe see if they have any discount chocolate left over from Valentine's Day. It's cold. It's cold. If you're wondering also why I take a birth control shot, and I take the shot because it gets rid of my period. That's a choice I choose to make because when I was a kid, I was literally in grade 5 when I got my first period. When I was a kid, it was not something I could deal with at all. It was extremely nightmarish and traumatic to have a period. I'm just not made mentally. They don't really, people never talk about that, where, adults or like anybody who has neurodivergence, primarily women and people who have periods, I guess, but whatever. I'm going to speak as a woman, so I'm just going to speak about other women. But like, they never talk about what having a period might feel like, and like what that does to you, and like the hormonal changes, and it's just really bad. It's really bad. Like, it would trigger meltdowns, like extreme meltdowns that I would not otherwise have if it wasn't for the period. On top of that, I also have really bad cramps. So the cramping, the hormone, everything is bad about it. Everything is really, really bad about it. There's not a damn thing about a period that I want to have in my life for any level of health at all. Like, I don't want it. I'm waiting. At this point now, I'm waiting for menopause. They could choose to do a hysterectomy, but they probably won't. Unless I have like something really severe wrong with my ovaries, they probably won't. So I'm waiting for menopause. Picked up my prescription. I was looking at the discount chocolates, and they're pretty cleared out, which is fair because it's like, I don't know what day it is. It's like February 20th. I don't know what day it was. It's still a fucking day. It's a day. But it's definitely a long time away from Valentine's, so I'm not that upset. But I'm thinking, do I want to go maybe to the thrift store or Dollarama or just go home? Also, I was listening to some true crimes, specifically Rotten Mango, which is already like she's a very problematic person, um, but she's like really good at getting it out, getting those stories out. But I was listening to this one, and it was about some Indian girls who went and committed suicide or whatever. Um, and she started off the podcast episode talking about the Virgin Suicides, like the book and the movie. She's talking about the book. She's like, and then at some point during it, she refers to the book as the Virgin Self Exits. Nope, that's a book. That is a book. We don't change the name of a book. Like, there's one thing I know that like you can't do that. You literally just can't do that. It's already an existing piece of media. You can't change the title of that just because you find it offensive. Like, oh, we don't like of mice and men. It's of cats and men now. Mice are offensive. Like, stop. Stop. I don't know what that is.